Welcome back here to Reflex GT. It's time to get underway. It's the middle bracket final. We have only 2 more matches for today. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be cool. It's going to be, well,
it's going to be awesome.
Magical. We have a best of 11 in front of us. It is the westernWolves and the Dragons. And as westernWolves, well, there's only one person at this table, well, at least two, well, one of these 2 people that can talk to you about that particular matchup from the previous game, westernWolves versus Epsilon. What can you tell us about that?
Basically, westernWolves went on an absolute rampage. The Search and Destroy, I don't think I've seen a more convincing Search and Destroy at LAN than that. Epsilon,
how many times did the Epsilon team die?
I think Epsilon picked up, I don't know exactly, but it was like 3 or 4 kills across the whole Search and Destroy. They just got absolutely destroyed by...
So they're going to go home now?
Well, yep. So Epsilon are on the way home. They finish 4th. Don't take anything, any prize money.
Whoop, whoop.
But these are guaranteed top 3. It's Fariko Dragons against westernWolves, and Fariko Dragons do have the lead. It's a best of 11, but it is currently 3-2 due to the previous matchup that we had.
They're going to be starting up with CTF Lockdown, followed by SND on C-Town, CTF Bootleg, SND on Carbon, CTF C-Town, and then SND on Underground. Let's take it away. We are currently, as we already mentioned, on Lockdown. It's CTF. We're on board right now with the Fariko Dragons team, a team that has been playing so consistent throughout this entire tournament. There's just not much, there's no more you can say about this. They have been playing out of their 18 matches. They've been won 18 matches, lost 8. So that's a win factor of 2-1.
Yeah, they're playing absolutely amazing, and that is going to be a really quick play.
There's the first cap already.
Within 1 minute, that actually goes down. I think the clock had just hit 4:14, but opening up very strong here against the westernWolves, and this does promise to be an extremely close matchup. The previous one, like we say, went 3-2, and I believe both Search and Destroys went 4-3. One went to westernWolves, one went to Fariko Dragons.
E1 is being completely uncontested throughout these runs. Now, the Dragons do realize that they need to take as many caps in this series as they possibly can. If they can take 4 caps, maybe even 5 caps then they should be in great shape. As Torres gets himself 2 excellence with another follow-up, this should be yet another cap here for the Fariko lineup.
Yeah, actually went
I have not
down.
seen any Wolves so far.
Yeah, well, I mean, Fariko Dragons are absolutely destroying westernWolves very early on. We are very early on into this capture the flag game, but yet again, this is the 3rd flag pull. We haven't even breached the 3-minute mark, and we're possibly going to see 3 flag captures by Fariko Dragons.
Beautiful play here so far. Look at this setup. The flag is going to be run home absolutely, completely clean. This is going to be... There's only 2 minutes off the clock, and we're already on 3-0 here for the Dragons.
Wow, what is going wrong? Because something I was going to point out is that westernWolves have been playing game after game after game. They are warmed up, and they've been coming out of win after win. Black. Oh, yet to pick up a kill.
Donuts.
Yeah,
finally managed to get himself a kill, but no support, no assist on the board at all. No. This is looking very, very bad indeed for the Wolves. They are going to need to play the game of a lifetime on the other side, when the easier side even. But Excellence already opened up here on Black once again. Mac will get himself a single one on Tier 1, who was on the verge of running that flag home again. And I think maybe this could be a case of commentator's curse now that we've switched off Tier 1 and he stopped running flags home.
And it does actually explain quite a bit when Black was 0. Well, when Black
as soon as we talked about it.
I mean, when Black was 0-5, he's the defending player for westernWolves. So he's 0-5 and they've got 3 flag captures. So, you know, it does fall at his feet.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, and this is just so strong from Fariko Dragons. This could be one of the most convincing captures.
Whoop, that's a team kill.
It's a team kill, but it was necessary in order for him to stay alive. Excellence is going to go down.
He should have trusted his teammate to take out that particular player. This could be a kill right here for Torres. Flag not going to get flag is going to get returned. It's back towards the drawing board here for the Dragons lineup, as the Wolves do cap themselves a flag in that particular setup. Would not be surprised though if Torres will be setting up yet another cap in for a 1-4.
Yeah, so 3-1 now. westernWolves finally finding their feet and pulling one back. And, you know, they are on the more difficult side, so fair play to them. 2 flags down isn't great, but they can certainly come back from it as we go into round number 2 here on Capture the Flag Lockdown. Going to be watching Monks now. And it's been a little bit of a debate between a few gamers downstairs. You know, if Fariko Dragons went ahead to win this, obviously Monksy is without an org. He is still teaming with his ex-Mohawk Monks, Mohawk Tech, and who is the 4th? That's just slipped my head. Who was the 4th in the foreign lineup?
In the foreign lineup?
Mohawk Tech, Bissell?
Black?
No, that was it. No, Mohawk Tech and Bissell, he was teaming with them, but it's
Goat?
Huh?
Goat?
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 But
I haven't seen dope goats since Modern Warfare 2.
No. But yeah, it's
This
going to be interesting to see if he does stick with Fariko Dragons following this event.
This could be a cap here for the Western Wolves. If they can pick up a cap here, then they should be quite good. 3-2 is definitely a score to write home about. So Western Wolves all of a sudden managed to get themselves 2 decent caps back, a single cap back-to-back with a bunch of caps, with a bunch of kills as well. T1 on 3-2. This is actually looking quite good for the Western Wolves.
Yeah, they've really brought this back. I mean, Fariko Dragons opened up so strongly, but seem to have blundered a little bit now and let the Western Wolves get back in control of this game. It's only going to be a 1 flag difference, and remember, Fariko Dragons are on the stronger side.
Absolutely, and let's take it into account as well that CTF Lockdown for Western Wolves has been a story of success, winning 100% of their games so far.
Wow. Let's see if they're able to maintain that.
5 caps, 2 against in total.
No? Well, not too many, I suppose. Or how many maps is that over, though?
Well, 2.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, like I said, like they've played 2, therefore.
There we go. Well, let's have a quick look now and see what's going on for Western Wolves. I'm actually watching Daredevil, who is going to be...
It's a good choice.
Yeah.
It's like a vintage wine.
Exactly, and he's going to be playing objective, and he's going to be pushing out extremely aggressive. We're going to see him push through pillars now and make his way to bottom arc. Not going to come across anyone immediately, but it is going to be Monks who picks up the 2-piece, getting the knife against Toby, and the MP7 kill against Daredevil. Absolutely
great. Back in the meantime, Black has been so good throughout. He was on the board for the longest time together with Mohawk and at the Reflex GT points, as the flag does get returned. However, right now, the Western Wolves have the easier side. They should be able to cap at least once or twice. Daredevil a little bit too keen there. Actually, that was originally one of his teammates. That was Black that was sitting there. You're shooting the corpse of your teammates, Daredevil. Yeah. How is this now?
A little bit of a mistake from Daredevil, but, you know, even though he did reveal his location, nobody picked that up and nobody made the kill. He is still alive and he is roaming top corridor. He's going to make the kill against T1, but Torres is going to take him out.
Mac, in the meantime, on that defensive position. ACR ready to rock and roll. Will be controlling on the long. Let's see if there's any SMGs ready to pick up that flag. This map is very short if you keep on going through that middle. Monksy, in the meantime, has himself the flag. Western Wolves will need to do something quickly, unless the setup... Yeah, that should be easy. Oh, whoa, never mind.
Oh, the flag does get dropped, and it did get returned. Wow. Keeps the scores at 0-0 on this round. So Fariko Dragons still ahead by 1 flag at the moment.
2 minutes played. Last time we checked on our boards, when we had 2 minutes played, the Dragons were in fact 3-0 up versus the Wolves. The Wolves have not actually made a good bash for it. Excellence is on the flag. He's trying to run it away. He's pretty far. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, Daredevil for a second. Yeah, we got ourselves, both sides have himself a flag. As Black has the flag himself as well. He's trying to get in towards bicycles and trying to lock himself down with Excellence on the other side of the map. However, this is not a situation that the Western Wolves want to be in. They are 1 cap behind the Dragons at the moment.
We're going to be watching Black, who does have the flag in his hands, and he just needs to stay alive. He's relying on his teammates to make those kills and get the return. Ooh. The flag has been dropped. This is a really good opportunity for Western Wolves to equalize.
It's in that corner. It's in that really difficult corner. Last time we saw that being utilized was with... I believe it was the Alliance versus Epsilon when they sent him towards that lower bracket, and it was Tier 1 trying to liberate that from Agony. Was it Agony sitting in that corner the entire game?
Quite possibly. I mean, you know, when you go onto a tiebreaker or a stalemate on this map, it does go on for quite a while, and because one side is so much better for capturing flags than the other, if you are on the poor side, you'll be happy to hold a stalemate. We are watching Western Wolves, though, trailing by 1 flag still. There was an opportunity to actually capture this when Mac took out a few of the Fariko Dragons squad, but there was just no one there to make that return.
Which was a real shame. In the meantime, though, we still see a couple of counters on the board, which has been mostly on the Fariko Dragons advantage. Now remember, Fariko are 3-2 up in this series. If they pick themselves up this map, they will be 4 up, and they will only need 1 more map in order to claim themselves the winner of the middle bracket and advance to the grand final versus Apex. Also, that means, if we have only 3 maps in total, that our schedule is completely, well, almost completely redone, and that we may actually finish before midnight. knock on wood. Last time I did that, all the machines decided to lock down, so let's be honest. 1 minute to go, though. Black sitting in that corner of the map. Nothing is going to happen here. Let's see if we can find Toby, who is looking for Monksy.
Yeah, I mean, there has certainly been a manageable amount of teams this time round, so despite the technical difficulties we were experiencing earlier, things have been straightened out, and we are back on stream with two of the favourites to actually win the tournament. Like you say, they're going to go on to, the winner of this is going to go on to meet Apex. Remember that Fariko Dragons haven't actually played Apex yet, so they will start off on even ground, but if westernWolves do win and take this, then they are going to be 3-0 down. Unless they change it up and just start on a 2-0 aggregate or something like that, because the previous game where WW met Apex, they actually lost 3-0.
Oh, as Toby makes himself known and is quickly shut down. The Fariko team will have no issue. They're just going to sit back as Black is actually expecting a return somewhere in the near future or being assaulted, one of the two. Whatever happens, it's all up to westernWolves right now. They've only got themselves 14 seconds. If a cap comes in now, then they should be fine. If they can get a return, then they should be fine. I don't think it's going to happen unless something happens now. Taurus gets a single here on Mac. Daredevil needs to do it. Not going to happen. This is going to be a win here for the Dragons, who take away here on lockdown 2-3 in a very, very, very strong showing with 0 caps in the second half, 3 caps in the first 2 minutes of the first half, and all of a sudden we saw westernWolves trying to inch themselves back. But a good play on the second half here on lockdown. I would love to see more of this on C-Town.
Yeah, it was a great play from both teams. Black not performing to his best ability there, only going 6-16. He had a really rocky start, which allowed Fariko Dragons to actually take 3 of the flags. The only 3 flags that they actually captured were all within the first 2 minutes of the game. So, you know, they've just managed to hold a stalemate for so long in round number 2. And as a result of that, they're going to take the win. It's overall 4-2 on maps now to Fariko Dragons. They need 2 more to actually win, and then they will advance to play Apex in the grand final.
This also means that Dragons so far have won every single game on lockdown. Wow. Every single game on CTF lockdown that the Dragons have played, they have won. They have capped a total of 20 flags over 5 times played. That's an average of 4 caps over every 10 minutes played.
That's not bad.
That's a cap every 2 minutes.
That's not bad at all.
That's
Yeah, they had some extremely strong games earlier on in the tournament. I think they ended up winning